The Stranger Things finale dropped on July 1st, and fans were so excited to see it that they overwhelmed Netflix and made it crash. The network was down for a brief period on Friday as many users logged on to stream new episodes. A total of more than 14,000 outages were reported as a result of Stranger Things mania. So stay tuned and don't go away, because it turns out that Gaten Matarazzo spoiled Stranger Things Season 4 plotline 6 years ago, and no one noticed. First up, how did Gaten Matarazzo spoil the Season 4 plotline? You're about to find out. During an interview back in 2016, the Stranger Things crew was asked what their favorite fan theory from the show was, and Matarazzo, who plays Dustin Henderson, said, "There's this one in this video," and he was saying how other test tubes, besides 11, like 1 through 10, most of them are dead, but others were banished to the Upside Down, like they couldn't get out, because they were in the Upside Down for so long, and you could see that it had an effect on Will. It had an effect on them because they were in it for so long. They transformed into what was the monster. So the monster was a recent test subject. Matarazzo's comments during the interview came just after the conclusion of Season 1, and we know now that this was a huge reveal at the end of Season 4's Volume 1. Vecna is ultimately revealed to be 1, and Henry Creele, played by actor Jamie Campbell-Bower. Henry Creele, aka 1, served as a mentor to 11, but then he killed all the other test subjects. A battle between 11 and Henry ensued, and her power ripped a hole in space and time. 11 created a portal, and Creele was banished into the Upside Down. While there, Creele had an ominous reaction to the atmosphere of the Upside Down. His skin turned crusty, his face became skeletal, and the monster Vecna was born. Next up, did you happen to catch the really cool Easter eggs in Season 4, Volume 2? You bet! Stranger Things 4, Volume 2 is loaded with horror and sci-fi Easter eggs, and there's one Easter egg in particular that stood out among John Carpenter's Halloween fans. The moment happens during the climactic battle in the season finale, right after it seemed all hope was lost. But 11, played by actor Millie Bobby Brown, overpowered Henry Creele inside Max's mind. Max is played by actor Sadie Sink. After 11 was able to overpower Henry Creele, the gang in the Upside Down proceeded to attack Vecna's vulnerable body. When the group lobs 2 Molotov cocktails at Vecna, his entire body is engulfed in flames. Nancy, played by actor Natalia Dyer, then shoots Vecna several times with a sawed-off shotgun. The force of the blast pushes him back until he falls backward out of a second-story window and hits the ground hard. When the group goes out to see Vecna's body, he's nowhere to be found, and that means that fans will likely have to wait until the 5th and final season to learn what happened to him. In the original Halloween film from 1978, Michael Myers is killed off in similar fashion, and as we know, keeps coming back again and again. Dr. Sam Loomis, played by actor Donald Pleasance, shoots Myers several times with a pistol and falls backward out of a second-story window. Loomis looks out the window, but Michael's body is nowhere to be seen. Many see Nancy's Easter egg as a nod to Terminator 2 Judgment Day. When Sarah Connor shoots the T-1000 repeatedly with a shotgun, each blast pushes him back toward a vat of molten steel. Up next, does Stranger Things fan-favorite character Steve die? Let's take a look. The final 2 episodes of Season 4 of Stranger Things had fans going crazy, wondering if Steve, played by actor Joe Keery, was going to be the one to die. Fans' eyes were also on Robin, played by Maya Hawke, daughter of Hollywood heavyweight Ethan Hawke, and Dustin, played by Matarazzo, wondering if it would be one of them who dies. Thankfully, fans can now breathe a sigh of relief for Season 5, but unfortunately, fans of Eddie Munson, played by actor Joseph Quinn, are the ones who are weeping. Eddie was the free-spirited leader of the Hellfire Club that fans loved since the premiere of Season 1. Eddie tried to heroically distract Demogorgons so that his friends could attack Vecna, and it cost Eddie his life after he was brutally murdered. The loss of Eddie was especially hard for Dustin, who moments earlier had told Eddie to never change. Fans were heartbroken. Later, Dustin tells Eddie's dad that his son died a hero. Max almost died too after being possessed and almost killed by Vecna. When it comes to Max, showrunners Matt and Ross Duffer had some fun messing with fans and had nearly everyone thinking she was dead, as Lucas can be seen distraught holding her mangled body. Max's heart stops beating, and 11 harnesses her powers to bring Max back to life. Stay tuned and don't go away, because we're bringing you all the latest Stranger Things details. Next up, what happened to Dr. Martin Brenner? You're about to find out. The conclusion of Episode 8 includes the death of Dr. Martin Brenner, played by Matthew Modine. Brenner is shot by military soldiers sent to kill 11. 11 subsequently kills the soldiers by crashing their helicopter. Max realizes she's supposed to be the 4th victim to open a gate from the Upside Down to Hawkins, and she volunteers to be bait for Vecna. Max removes her headphones so Vecna can possess her mind, as Nancy, Steve, and and Robin try to burn his body. 11 and Max fight Vecna in the Upside Down while her body is actually in a bathtub at a Surfer Boy pizza restaurant, with Mike, Noah, Jonathan, and Argyle, played by actors Finn Wolfhard, Noah Schnapp, Charlie Heaton, and Eduardo Franco, respectively, helping her. And if you thought things couldn't get any worse, they do. Jason, played by Mason Dye, threatens to ruin everything by holding Lucas at gunpoint and ordering him to wake up Max. Jason is convinced that all the killings going on are related to Lucas and his friends' Hellfire Club, so Lucas fights Jason and manages to knock him unconscious. Vecna defeats 11, traps her, and forces her to watch as he tries to kill Max, but Will's words of encouragement help 11 beat Vecna. Up next, what went on inside the Russian prison? Let's find out. While all of the chaos between 11, Max, and Vecna is going on, Hopper, played by actor David Harbour, kills a full-size Demogorgon with a sword. Enzo, played by actor Tom Vlachia, and Yuri, played by actor Nicola Jericho, rescue Hopper and Joyce, played by Winona Ryder, with a helicopter. Oh, and how can we forget Murray, played by actor Brett Gelman, barbecuing Demogorgons with a flamethrower. That was awesome. Luckily, Joyce and Hopper are able to make it home to Hawkins and reunite with their children. Season 4 ends with Hawkins being nearly completely destroyed by Vecna's gate to the Upside Down. Particles are floating all over the place, flowers dying, and dark clouds with crazy red lightning bolts jolting across the sky. At least 22 residents are dead, hospitals are flooded with injured patients, and scores of residents are missing. If there's an inference to be made here, it's that Season 5 is going to be mind-blowing and insane. Max is still in a coma surrounded by friends, and doctors are unsure if she'll be conscious again. 11 takes Max by the hand and tries to communicate with her telepathically. Fans are now hoping they'll see Max emerge from her coma in Season 5. Finally, what's revealed during Mike and Will's conversation? During Mike and Will's conversation, Mike reveals that 11 isn't accustomed to losing the way she did with Vecna. Will replies by telling Mike that 11 will have another chance, saying, "Now that I'm here in Hawkins, I can feel him and he's hurt. He's hurting, but he's still alive. He's not going to stop, ever. Not until he's taken everything and everyone. We have to kill him." In the final season, we'll likely see 11 and the rest of the characters try to defeat Vecna for good, with a better understanding of not only who he is, but more importantly, what his weaknesses are. Unlike the previous 3 seasons, Season 4's cliffhanger promises fans a climactic finale. The residents of Hawkins are tired, scared, and all they want is peace. Hopefully, they'll find this peace in Season 5, but not before more classic Stranger Things chaos. In a recent interview, the Duffer brothers seemingly implied that Season 5 wouldn't be as long as Season 4, which clocks in at about 13 hours long. Matt Duffer explained, "I don't think it'll be as long. The final few are going to be more like a Return of the Jedi, in that they're going from the beginning. There's going to be less ramp-up, and I think people will understand what I'm talking about when they see the end of this season. It's like, we're just going." Were you satisfied with the length of Season 4, or would you prefer something shorter, like what the Duffer brothers have in mind for Season 5? That's a wrap for today's video. Thank you for watching.